engaging and exciting. So we're looking forward to this, and thank you all for coming tonight. My name is Sanchita Saxena. I'm the Associate Director of the Center for South Asia Studies, and we're very pleased to bring you tonight's event.
Before we got the film, where was performance? What happened? How did people entertain themselves and get entertained by others? It was an endless spectrum of forms. And I speak only of the North Indian plays when I list some of the major forms that in fact we know today also. For religious occasions there was Ras Leela and Ram Leela, around the stories in the epics of Krishna and Rama. There were Tawai of courtesan performances, which we know today primarily from the Bombay film, performed in the homes of the wealthy, but also in temples. There was storytelling in village squares, with and without scrolls, and musical theatre, dramatizing well-known tales in North India known variously as Swang, Sangeet, Khyal or Nautanki, which kept audiences enthralled through whole nights. These were the forms, apart from what they learned from watching British amateur theatricals, from which the urban Parsi or company theatre borrowed profusely to create its own distinct idiom in late 19th century Bombay, which it then took to all parts of the subcontinent, north and south, east and west. As you know, he has a PhD from Ohio University, has not only published extensively on Nautanki, but has also made films. Before I make way for his talk and the performance of the play Sultana Daku, let me thank the Departments of Music, of Theatre, Dance and Performance Studies, and my own department, South and Southeast Asian Studies, for making this event possible. Now the play will be in Hindi, but we have provided an English translation of the storyline, which you can read during the break when Dev Sharma goes off to change into his costume. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sharma to Berkeley.
Nautanki Kalakar using PowerPoint, huh? Namaste, everybody. Hello. Hi. Vasudhaji has made my task simpler. Oh, this is better?
Yeah.
So, okay, so I belong to a long tradition of Nautanki artists. My father, Pandit Ramdayal Sharma, is very well known. In fact, one of the most renowned actors of Nautanki in northern India, from a school called Swami Khera Gharana. I grew up performing Nautanki with him in small villages and towns in India. And whenever I give my introduction, my first introduction as a Nautanki Kalakar, I always go back to India and perform at least 2 times in a year. So here I'm to talk about Nautanki. It's thrilling, it's exciting, but I don't know where to start and where to finish. I do have a PowerPoint, but that doesn't mean anything, right? I can talk about Nautanki the whole day, but how much time do I have? 20 minutes, right? I guess 20 or 25 minutes. Okay, you can stop me by saying enough, right? Shows the performance, because I know you're more excited to watch the performance rather than the lecture. But I'll just give you a summary of what Nautanki is so that you feel a part of it, right? Do you recognize this lady? Yeah, who recognizes? Who's it? Vipasha Bipasha Basu. Who is Bipasha Basu? Bollywood actors. Do everybody know about Bollywood, right? So Bipasha Basu is a Bollywood actress, and now in this photograph, she is supposedly doing Nautanki. Okay. And this is a still from a movie called Omkara. Have you seen Omkara? Anybody? Yeah. Right? This is the item number, this is spicy dance that was coined as like Nautanki, 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 right? And that is unfortunately what Nautanki's definition has become to ordinary people, right? Whenever you say Nautanki, even to Indians, they will say, oh, Nautanki means like something vulgar, maybe something cheap, right? Or something spicy, hot, which is fine. I mean, spicy hot is good, right? But Nautanki is not all about spicy dance numbers. And that's why I started with this. Nautanki is not an obscene or a cheap dance number or an item number in a Bollywood that people think. And that's why I will go on and explain what actual Nautanki is. Okay? So this is from an actual Nautanki. A little different from the Pasha, right? That lady on the left. The Nautanki is an operatic form of northern India. So all dialogues are sung. Have you been to Western opera? Right. It is similar. People who have never seen Nautanki, they can imagine Western opera. It is similar in the sense that everything is sung, but it is also very informal. So the formal part, if you minus the formal part of Western opera, right, and introduce a lot of fun, informality, audiences speaking in between the performances and saying, hey, we want this number, or hey, we want this song, or please go on, please, once more, and the actors will stop and do it again, right? So that kind of fun plus singing the storyline, that is Nautanki. And it goes on usually for more than 8 hours. So it starts at around 10 p.m. and it finishes when the sun rises. And you sing the whole time. So I have seen my father, I always used to sit on the stage with my father. It is so informal, right? So, oh, he's my son, yes, he will stay on the stage. Right? And he's a big star, so nobody's saying anything, right? So I used to stay on the stage and I used to be awake the whole time, and it was so fun. I have seen people in the audiences not letting others go to bathroom so that, if they stand up and the commotion that it creates, they didn't want that. They were so much into it. Just like, sit, you're not going anywhere. Of course, after 10 minutes, like that person had to go. So don't take it literally.